my name is Ashley and I'm the Teen Central Manager at the Plainfield Guilford Township Public Library. Today I'm going to show you how to make gel air fresheners that are solid and a little jiggly, but smell perfect for fall. So to make our gel air freshener, we're going to need a couple of very simple ingredients. We need a bowl and something to stir with. We need our glass jar. If you're wanting to make it a certain color, you need food coloring. To have a nice smell, you'll need essential oils. So for this, I have a Cozy Autumn set, and I'm going to be using spiced cider. You'll also need a 1/4 cup measuring cup. You'll need 1 packet of gelatin. And then you'll need both hot and cold water. The hot water is going to be used to dissolve the gelatin. The cold water is going to help it set. So first, let's go ahead and get our bowl and our measuring cup and our hot water. We're going to go ahead and measure out 1/4 cup and put that into the bowl. I also recommend having a paper towel on hand because it can get just a little messy. After we have our hot water in the bowl, go ahead and grab your packet of gelatin, and we are going to add the entire packet to the bowl. Now we are going to mix the gelatin and the hot water until the gelatin dissolves, which doesn't take it very long because that's what the purpose of the hot water is. The consistency should just be a little thick, but you shouldn't see big clumps of gelatin. Next, we're going to go ahead and add our scents and our colors. So I think I'm just going to make this a nice orange for fall colors, and usually yellow food coloring is pretty dark to begin with. So I'm going to go ahead and just put in a couple drops of the yellow food coloring. So 1, 2, 3, let's do 4. And I'm going to mix that together. It's a little hard to see, but it is a nice yellow color with a little bit of an orange to it. Next, we want to add our scents. So for this, I would recommend adding anywhere from 10 to 15 drops of the essential oil to really get a nice scent that lasts the entire life of the air freshener. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Go ahead and put that aside. We're going to mix it again. Make sure we get that essential oil all mixed in. And then our last step is going to be cold water. So we use the hot water to dissolve the gelatin. Now we want to use the cold water to help the gelatin set and harden back up. So I'm going to use my 1/4 measuring cup again. I'm going to pour in 1/4 cup of cold water. And you probably guessed it, we're going to mix it all together. All right, and then last thing to do, we want to grab our jar. And then the kind that I have here is a 2-part, so it has both a lid and a ring. If you're using this, you can use it just without the lid or ring. You could also just put the ring on. The other thing you can do, they have lids that are called frog lids, and they are like a wire mesh grid. And then you can put that on top. That way it still comes through, but there is technically a lid on top. For this, I'm just going to put the lid aside and just use the ring. So very, very carefully take your mixture and you're going to pour it into your jar. Now, depending on the size of your jar, it should fill it up completely. These, I believe, are 4-ounce jars. If you're doing like an 8-ounce jar or you're making multiple, you could, of course, double up your your amounts. So instead of, doing a fourth of a cup, you could do a half of a cup if you're trying to make two different ones. All right, so there that is. I'm going to go ahead and put the ring on top. And now I'm just going to go ahead and let that sit for about an hour to where it can harden up. And thank you for joining me.